If I had to touch a feeling, I would lose my soul the way I do. I don't have to think, I only have to do it. The results are always perfect, but that's old news. Would you like to hear my voice, sprinkled with emotion? Hey Aster, invented at your birth. I can't see the end of me, my whole expanse. I cannot see formulate affinity stored deep inside of me. How you doing? What's new? Scroll this page a little bit. If I had to lose a mile, if I had to touch a feeling, I would lose my soul the way I do. That part's weird. Spring cleaning. Is it spring yet? It's still February. Well, I don't have to think, I only have to do it. The results are always perfect, but that's old news. How am I? How are you? Would you like to hear my voice, sprinkled with emotion? Invented at your birth. I can't see the end of me, my whole expanse. I cannot see. I formulate affinity stored deep inside of me. I heard something that you might appreciate today. It's that the answers to, you've probably already seen this, to when, what, and where can the response to those questions can be answered by only changing one letter. So, where is the pickle? There it is. You put a T instead of the W. What size are your shoes? Or no, what is that over there? Oh, excuse me. What is that? What is there? What is? And then you say that is. So you change the W for a T again. And then what was the last one? Where? Where did I put my reading glasses? Oh, here they are, or there they are. So the W and the T's get swapped out. Isn't that fun? How am I doing? Well, today was great. Sydney, comment ça va toi? Tout va bien? Merci d'être venu. À nouveau, encore. Tu vas nous rejoindre demain soir et il sera un open mic, si tu veux. Mais c'est assez chargé, hein? C'est un peu comme un zoo. Tu vas voir. So I went out and I brought this guitar because I have the show coming up and I don't want to be caught with my pants down, in the sense that I'm not prepared. So I'm going through a set list so that I can fill up the time. There will be banter between songs, and I think there's going to be back and forth between Fab and I. So it'll be interesting, but I want to be prepared. And so, and also I want to know like how people receive these songs, these compositions. And so I went out on the bench across the street and I started playing. And then after a little while, or when I was nearly done with the half hour, I allotted myself a half hour. So I'm going to do it in half-hour chunks. So basically the set's going to be these 2 half hours. Yeah, did you see the video? I think you saw the video of that the guy took, Antonio from Mexico. And he came by, and so I'm playing. And I see someone out of the corner of my eye coming around, and it's a dude with his phone pointed towards me, and so I just had to chuckle. And then I finished playing this one, which is What Moves You, you know. you. And that was the first time I've ever played it, outside of here. Outside of l'atelier, in front of strangers who aren't virtual, or in front of people. You're not a stranger. Neither toi non plus, Sydney. You guys, vous n'êtes pas étranger, à mon avis. And c'est le moi. And so that was kind of synchronous, wouldn't you say? I've got young on the brain. And sort of woo spirituality, now that I'm listening to the Celestine Principle, Celestine Prophecy, Celestine Principle. I'm going to write a book called that. It's going to be an interpretation of the Celestine Prophecy. And looking for, what would that call, coincidences? Or synchronicities, as Jung would say. Celestine, what did I say? Principle. How do you spell principle? Is it A-L or L-E at the end? You know how you remember that? Because the principal is your pal. And so little art update. Got this, I got this erased today. I got the whole grid erased. And so you can see, it looks like the grid is still on there, but that's actually remnants of the blueprint, the daguerreotype, as I like to say. If we get this closer, you can see that I did that. Now, like, there's some spots where you can't, let's see if I can let you see this over here, but it's not really showing up. But there are some parts, oh, here's one, where the glue is rather thick. Sarah Jane Baker, how's things with you? Where are you? Are you in England right now? And so the pen, when I took the rubber over it to erase the graphite, it took the pigment straight off. So I'm going to have to go through this again and do yet another pass with these fine markers that I have, these Faber-Castell grays, warm grays. Such a fan. And this is the darkest right here. And there are some parts of this, some parts of the trunks of the trees especially. I did the whole thing with this middle tone warm gray, and no, this one. And so I'm gonna make parts of the trunks dense, more dense with a darker warm gray, and then I'm gonna fill in the others. Maybe I'm gonna use the light gray, especially over in this part over here. But anyway, that's how that's coming along. And then I'm gonna put the sky in. This is coming together really quickly, or now it's coming together. It's like a cascading result. But what I'm going to do is, when I'm going to get that done, I have a photo taken, a high resolution photo, so that all the details are doing it. It's so big that my camera doesn't really do it justice. You can't really get nice resolution on the little details, on all the little typography and so forth. On smaller scale images I can, but here, like similar to the video image, you just can't really get all those, like all the type and the printed details. So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some Gisley. Sydney, tu connais les imprimeries Gisley or Giclée? And I'm going to have these nice prints made. I'm going to do a limited run of like 100 or something like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put implement a 20, like let's say 48-hour or a 3-day order period. Just so 24 hours, in my opinion, is a little bit too short because oftentimes you don't see posts until days after. And then people can order that and get a nice signed print of this image. This is called 12 Place de Grenier. I'm going to put the sky in with some white ink, some more details, and we'll be in Bob's Your Uncle pretty soon here. And what else is going on? Okay, so this one right here. This is a palimpsest, another palimpsest collage that I'm doing with different kinds of paper. And here I've worn it down, and so it's looking pretty nice. I like how that's coming over. I think I like these strange rivulets beneath here. Can you see that? And so I'm going to, I think I'm just going to sand it down with 2 layers. I really like the middle part here. Call it a day. So, what do you think I should paint on here when I get it all finally prepared? It's so technical. I feel like painting like a sexy android or something like that. But let me know in the comments if you would be down to order a high quality print, signed limited edition print, and I will give you an early warning heads up so that you don't miss the opportunity, the occasion. So that's something to look forward to. I thought of that idea after listening to this art business podcast, which I've been listening to for years. The guy who runs it is called Matt Gondek. His art is sort of pop art with societal characters, what's it called, cultural icons, like Daffy Duck and things like that. And the podcast is called Clean Break. So if you're interested in the arts business or the business of art, as I am, I would suggest that you go and you listen to that podcast, because I can't see the end of me. My whole expanse I cannot see. I formulate infinity stored deep inside of me. Hey, thanks, Sarah. Don't be shy. Merci, Sid. À bientôt, à demain soir, peut-être. Oh yes, that's the one last thing I forgot. Si vous êtes à Paris, on aura un vernissage collectif demain à une brasserie, micro-brasserie, hyper chouette en Montmartre, s'appelle Patoche. Et si vous voulez plus d'infos, n'hésitez pas de faire un petit commentaire là-bas ou simplement m'envoyer un message et je vous donnerai l'invitation pour l'événement. Ok, merci beaucoup, bonsoir, bisous.